And hello, I'm here to discuss with you the impacts of school closings in the community and what happens. What is the plan? What is the big idea? And what are the solutions? We're going to cover some of the things such as how the demographic locations around the school and the community is affected by the actual school closing. When the school closes, as you know, all of the people, the employees, the students, and the environment, the groundkeepers, and security, everything disappears. Sometimes the schools are burglarized and left opened and stripped for the copper and all of the precious metals and things that are in there, leaving people that are undesirable, probably living swatting in there and taking and doing all types of illegal crime elements. So, what is the plan? What is the plan? What is the plan? What is the plan? What is the big idea? And what kind of solutions are we going to use? See, because we know that the businesses around the schools, they begin to diminish as there is no one there to make purchases or utilize their services. You know, you go to the corner store where the corner store used to have the employees and the students and pretty much people in the community coming and going, stopping by, shopping and buying. People outside of the communities, they no longer come and patronize those businesses because they see desolation and darkness and they don't see people of productivity walking around and utilizing the services. So the businesses in the stores tend to diminish. And the stores don't make no money and they can't pay their bills or keep their vendings up. And so things fall to the side. No kids to buy candy coming and going from the school. Same thing with the gas stations. No one's purchasing gas. The employees and all of the people that actually used to come to the community to buy gas and the items from the gas station, they no longer come through. The restaurants that used to make all of the big lunches and different things like that for the people, they no longer get that business because they're closed. And once again, people outside of the community that used to come in and socialize with the professional people and the police and the different things that used to sit in the restaurants, they are no longer there. So the businesses end up going belly under and becoming vacant and empty. Also havens for crimes and swatters and theft and things like that. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What is the plan? What is the big idea? What are the solutions? We have the businesses, we have the children in the community. They have to be bused and drugged and shuffled around to communities and schools that they know nothing of, feeling uncomfortable and treated differently because they're from different geographic locations. So some of their mannerisms and the way they dress and different things are different, and they become uncomfortable for that. As well as that, you know, some people have to catch the bus early in the morning while the parents are at work. They can't stop and take time to take their children to and from school all the time. And different things like the grandparents are watching and responsible for the children while the parents work, and the grand people can't get out like the younger people can, and so they have to rely on the children around them to go to the grocery store to be more security and aid for them, as well as the property value in the residential areas. They are beginning to fall and corrupt as well as people move out to go to these new schools to take their children. You know, the children have to go to another school, so most of them would have to be bused or transported to those schools. And so it's really hard on them in early mornings and late evenings when it's dark. They have to worry about the adverse environments and safety and hazard issues. They actually have to walk past these abandoned schools and all of the abandoned, burned out buildings and different things and sit at the bus stop for long periods of time, which is hard on them. There's got to be some kind of solution that helps them and the senior citizens that are shut in and the communities to just fall and become desolate. They turn into things like urban farming and wastelands. I mean, can you picture yourself in the nomad in the middle of all of desolation? Maybe 2 or 3 people in a community where the utilities don't even want to reach out and extend services anymore because there's not that many people. My name is Glenn Williams. I've lived in Detroit for 49 years, and I've seen the best parts of Detroit, and I really enjoyed my city. And I've watched as the state go broke, the schools close and and the neighborhoods become desolate, neighborhood after neighborhood. And it's a shame that they don't have no better idea. If they do, they won't let us know what the plans are. And we lose our properties. The older people who purchased their homes are owners now, and they can't replace the value with another home. So what they get is not enough money to move out of the community into another place and sustain on their set incomes. Okay, so they're there in the desolation, and all of the positive elements are gone. So what that leaves behind is criminal elements such as the swatters, the druggies, and a lot of these empty properties become havens for bad elements. So what is a plan? What is a big idea? What we're going to do? What I came up with is to inform you of these different things, to go do your research, go to the newspapers, read, get on the internet and search what happens, find out the systematic procedures that happen when school closes, and maybe you could do something to cut these things back ahead of time, such as attending the city council meetings and the town hall meetings, to go to the actual Board of Education meetings and sit on there and make your suggestions and comments, to stand up, vote, make your vote count, and don't be voting for proposals that negatively affect the communities, because a lot of times we think something is good, but we don't look at the overall picture, how it affects the demographic locations. So we're going to work and be more thoughtful minded. My only goal here today in this presentation is to help persuade you to seriously take time and consider what can we do to aid it. Some people are not so fortunate, and some destroy the community, as well as natural deterioration. We have the criminal elements that help it along. What is the plan? What is the big idea and the solution for the crime and everything, to uplift the senior citizens, to uplift the whole property value and keep the areas from becoming desolate, to protect the senior citizens? What is the big idea? What is the plan? And what is our solutions? We're going to vote, we're going to vote, we're going to vote. We're going to do all we can to strike up at least conversation and critical thinking and brainstorming to help our cities become productive and not desolate eyesore, burned up house after burned up house after burned up business after tore down, stripped. We have to find a way to secure and protect our cities from hazardous, unsafe environments. Something productive for our children to grow up and be happy and proud of living. I want to thank you. I want to tell you my references come from http://detroit.cbslocal.com, www.k.kbb.com/, and www.huffingtonpost.com. All worthy research websites where you'll see for yourself. And we need some plans, we need this big ideas, and we need to find some solutions together. I hope this video has encouraged you to see what you could do. to stop your communities or communities near you that are not so as fortunate as you find resolve and become productive and build America back the way it should be by the citizens and their inputs. Thank you. Have a blessed day.